Today is drift day. This will be my second event. Let's go grab some donuts and let's head out to the track. Now we made it here at the track. We got some Del Taco instead of donuts, but let's go ahead and get the car off the trailer so that here shortly we can start drifting. Guys, I've got to be completely honest with you. I do a terrible job of filming at these drift events. Anytime I get out of the car, I don't think to pick up the camera and to film and talk to you guys. So I apologize, but you're going to get me from the future giving you kind of the rundown of our drift event. So after we got the car off of the trailer, we went over to pass tech, and unfortunately the car did not pass this time. Now I did not know this, but the bracket that my battery is sitting in was not bolted to the chassis. Therefore it was causing my battery to shake inside of the compartment that it was in. And this guy caught it this time, and so we did not pass tech. Now, being that the track is kind of far away from everything because it's out in the middle of nowhere, we had to run 30 minutes into town, grab some self-tapping screws and some washers. We came back and we were able to get the battery bracket bolted to the chassis. So you guys can see now, the battery does not move where before it was. So after passing tech, I was super eager to get out on the track. The thermostat replacement was working great. We were finally sitting at operating temperature. So I'm going to throw in now the clips of my first few laps with the new welded diff at this drift event. So after those laps, I actually just went and talked to some of the other E46 guys at the drift event, and I learned that I should be trying first gear for those tighter spots and then trying to go into second for those bigger sweepers. Now, I'm not super comfortable with drifting just yet, so the thought of going from first to second and first to second was kind of daunting. So some of the other guys were just like, hey, just use first gear for the whole entire track so that you can learn and figure out how the car wants to react, and then you can start going in for second gear on those longer sweepers. So that's exactly what I did. I used first gear for the whole entire track. So let's go ahead and show you guys those laps of me trying to use first gear the entire time. So you guys can kind of see at first, just using first gear, I was spinning out quite a few times because I was still trying to figure out the power band of the car and kind of feel how the car wanted to react. But at the end, I kind of felt like I could do those tighter spots pretty easily, but I had some harder times in those big, long sweepers. So I got off the track, went and talked to one of my E46 coupe buddies, and he actually took me for some ride-alongs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to do some short form content. We almost got in a crash. It was kind of crazy. I don't want to spoil too much, but he actually gave me some tips and tricks on how to slide a little bit better, hitting that clutch a lot more, and for sure going into second on those sweepers. So after riding along with him and him whipping his coupe, I decided to go back out one more time. We're going to try first through those tight spots and try second on those sweepers. So let's go ahead and roll that footage now. Now obviously I need a lot of practice, but you can tell the car was much happier in second gear on those long sweepers and first gear on those tight hairpins. And we actually had that E46 coupe driver in the car with me, and he was giving me some tips and feedback as well. So I need to be clutch kicking a lot more. I'm oversteering, so the car is pushing a lot. And there's a few other minor things that I need to tweak my driving habits. I think one of the big things too is going to be replacing the front seat so that I'm more strapped in, because I feel like I'm just flying all over the place in the car and I'm not settled into the driving stance where I'm ready to man the wheel, hit the clutch and gas and all that stuff. So I've actually already ordered a bunch of parts for the E46. The build is going to continue. I cannot wait to turn this into the best turnkey drift car possible, and I hope you guys are excited as I am for this build series and this project car yourselves. And we did run into one issue on those last laps. We blew something on the power steering, whether that was the reservoir, the pump, or a line. It started leaking a lot of power steering fluid, so I actually called it a wrap after those laps, unfortunately. But overall, I think the car is handling great. We definitely need to do a couple of upgrades so that we can stay sideways. We also need some driver modifications because obviously I'm not that great at it just yet. So I want to get some laps in this winter on like a simulator or something along those lines so that I can get some good seat time and practice before the next events at the start of the year coming up in a couple of months. But like I said, I already got some modifications on its way. We're going to be turning this E46 into the best seat time car. So if you guys want to see more content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you have anything you guys want to see done on the E46 platform, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you have any tips for us new drivers, leave them in the comment section below as well. And if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you smash that like button so I know you guys are enjoying this drift content. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video there. Our next video, we're going to be doing some modifications to the car that I'm super excited about. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.